Good morning, gamers. Logging in. And what are we gonna get up to today? What's our current Slayer task? I think we have a Spider's task, if I'm not mistaken. We do. We're gonna do some Araxor with that. Let's gear up for that. Surely I have a preset saved. Surely. I do. Okay, cool. Ooh, last time we were at Araxor, we did not have these boots. Well, we're running low on dragon javelins. We're gonna have to make some of those. Something doesn't look right in the inventory here. Oh, the quiver. The quiver. Um, let's see. I think we're good now. I think we're good. Maybe just snag a quick Korambon or something. All right. Logging on for the day, and we got ourselves a spider's task. So we're gonna head to Araxor. Unfortunately, still no Araxite task. That task is just seemingly very elusive. Nevertheless, we have geared up, and let's head on over there right now. Oh, actually, before I do that, I gotta swap out the runes in the rune pouch. What is the fairing I'm looking for? The haunted one is ALQ. Okay. All right. Can we get our hands on a Nox Halley piece right now? Just so we know where the progress is at the moment, we currently have one Araxite Fang and one Noxious Blade, which we got a long time ago. We got the Blade on our way to our first Fang for our Amulet of Rancor, right around the release of the boss, maybe like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month in. And then we didn't really do much Araxor since. I believe we were in the mid 600s perhaps in KC, and then we started doing some Slayer again, picked up some Spiders tasks, and we've chipped away at the Araxor KC. But we still have not had one Araxite task, which is incredibly strange to me, but it is what it is. Got my cup of coffee with me. Anti-venom. Got to play melee? I don't remember. No, right? Do I? I do, I think. First KC of the trip. One more swing. Okay, perhaps one more swing. Alright. One more swing. There we go. First KC of the trip. We're going to get 6 Araxite Venom Sacs. Okay. Good luck with the grinds today. Appreciate you as always. Yeah, hopefully we get a Noxious Halley piece. I wouldn't mind another Araxite Fang either, though, for the other account, actually, so. Wouldn't mind any type of drop here at all, honestly. Yeah, we're gonna see where Slayer takes us today, but we also do have something to do in our back pocket. I currently have a Zucktask stored with the Slayer Masters, and there are combat achievements to go for in terms of that, so we'll just have to see. $45 orbs. That charge is already running. Very nice. Resummon our Thrall. We'll save our spec for the Enrage phase. You know, I think any boss where I just get to swing my scythe for the majority of the time is pretty fun. Oh my god, huge hit. A little mistake there. Too bad this is such a short task right now. Two Dragon Mace. Okay, we gotta get our Thrall summoned again. Gotta redivine. Not bad. Dude, a 0 claw, that's quite unfortunate, huh? Are Burning Claws better here? I could have sworn, like, way in the beginning. I heard some people say that Burning Claws may be better here. But that was also probably, like, week 1 information, which may not entirely be accurate. Got some antidotes. Could always use those, actually. No spec right now. Surge pot is down as well. $148 million strength EXP. Mildly interesting, but a low milestone of 148 million strength EXP. I guess 150 million would be more of the milestone, but it did broadcast in the clan chat, so we'll take it. Oop. I actually messed up there. I was too busy yapping and I didn't lure that red spider over to this green one right here. I think I can just ignore it. I mean, this boss is almost dead. Hopefully. Although I guess I could have used it for death charge. 2 rune kite shields. I messed up again. Okay, I can use the search pot now. I think that death charge expired just as I was about to get that. Oh, we gotta be careful not to die here. We'll be entering in rage in a second, probably right now, yep. We probably do want to deal with that mirror back. Well, this is looking like it's going to be the last KC of the trip. Adamant ore. Alright, one trip. You know, if each trip goes anything like that, I guess we'll do about like 4 or 5 trips. Why do I even have the Elder Maw? I think I should just bin the Elder Maw entirely. There's no point. I'm facing the wrong way. I TP'd in, I fairy ringed in, and I'm like, well, what am I looking at? I don't know. I know Mocha has been the flavor of the month, the fresh new content. We did put our time at Mocha if you guys are just tuning in. We do have plenty of videos over Mocha, our progression at Mocha, and both actually like some guides and just like general informational stuff that could be of use for you if you're interested. The guide is in the description. But yeah, we're done with Mocha for now, at least until combat achievements come out, so we're here trying to get ourselves an Iraq site. Well, Noxious Halberd is what we're here for. But a second Fang, I won't complain about either. Forgot the thrall in the beginning. Actually, I think I do want to stay over here first until the attack. That attack right there. Now we can start making our way over to the third egg. 'Cause the middle egg is the red one that explodes. At least this was the tech from the initial release of Araxor, and I'm sure it's mostly been the same. We could search pot right here. There we go. Nice, nice. That charge again. Oh, wow, I really messed up there. Resummon or thrall. Oh my god, big DPS right now. That felt quick. The third egg didn't even pop. 58 seconds, new PB. We just got a new PB at Araxor, a sub 1. I think our previous PB was like a 102 or 103, but now we just got a 58 second one. The third egg did not even hatch. Step under, scythe, walk it out. Oh, nice. Now that was beautiful right there. You are speed. Kachow, as Lightning McQueen says. I love like just dropping the kachow like randomly sometimes on like anything that's like going fast. That's like the first thing I thought of at Mocha when Mocha turned into a car phase, like car on Wave 5 and beyond. You know what? We are gonna deal with this mirror back just so we get spec back. I feel like when it's low like that, we can mostly ignore it, but it's worth it just to get our spec back. Wait, how many Cars movies are there? Obviously, the first one's the most memorable one. Because, you know, everybody watched that one. Oh my god, that was a Max Claw. 3? You know, I'm not sure if I've watched 3 now that I think about it. I'm not sure I've ever seen 3. Oh, I can surge pot soon. Oh, I just claw scratch. One more swing, perhaps? Nope. I feel like every time I say one more swing or one more hit, I end up just missing or hitting an incredibly low number. Mort Meyer fungus. I suppose that's always good. I can't remember the last time I actually had to make any more super energies or staminas, but I'll take them. Keep a stockpile of them, you know? I think I've been getting those in the Wildy grind as well, I believe. Oh, you know what? This is the first KC where we've had this rotation. I forgot about that, really. So I think I actually want to stand here and get it to shoot straight. There we go, and then we can dodge to the corner. Enter in rage phase. Oh, get away! More venom sacks, huh? You know, I'm glad that past me knocked out the Raxor CAs, because I would not be able... I would not be in the mood to do them right now, honestly. Okay, what does the... Oh, the red one is... this. Oh, I messed up again. I was supposed to pop the green egg as well, but... oh well. Wait, that didn't even finish it? Huh? That didn't finish it. That's not the tile I wanted to click on. Uh-oh. that back. See, I think Araxor was like the first Slayer boss where I thought to myself, it's like, you know what, this is pretty cool. Like, because typically Slayer bosses are pretty boring. Like, they're easy and boring. And Araxor, now that we know what to do, like, it's not difficult either, but it is a little bit more engaging than, like, Cerberus or something. Although, I will say, like, there are people out there that really enjoy Cerberus. I am not one of them. I do not like Cerberus. I think I need a read range pot here. All right. I guess we can do another KC, but we do have to lock in here and not take a lot of damage. We got full spec though, so that helps. We're just hang out here until it does that. Very good DPS right now. Holy. I will say though, the one thing I'm not really familiar with here is getting the timing down to get the boss to like hit itself. Also, I know they made some changes. Like I think like initially you could do it from any corner, but now you can only do it in certain instances, and I think it's like reduced damage. It used to be like very, very OP on release. 2 rune plate legs. Alright, let's get out of here. How many left on task? 8. 8 left on task. Good morning, good morning. I don't know if I just ASMR'd like me sipping my coffee right there or not. I don't know if that the mic picked it up or not. Alright, 8 more left on task. Let's just keep going. This is a spider's task, by the way. Still no Araxor task. Probably like 2 trips here. Unless we get really, really lucky on like supply drops or something. No Nox Halia, unlucky. I mean, what is it, like 1 in 200 per piece or something, right? I'm currently at 858 KC and I only have the 1 piece. So I guess I am unlucky, huh? If it's 1 in 200 for any piece. Not sure, but I think it's somewhat common. Yeah, I feel like it's, again, it's like one of those things where like on your way to an Araxite Fang, you should probably have like close to a full halberd, I think. Ooh. I'm gonna head over to some Starbucks. I haven't had Starbucks in ages. I'm not praying the right thing. Oh, huge claw spec right there. Holy. Huh. 90 degrees outside right now. Sheesh. Oh, inventory is full. Magic seeds. If you're feeling crazy, you can wear a plate top and bottom, scythe on slash, same DPS as Crush, but you can declaw better. You know, considering I only have one Inquisitor's piece, that might just be better DPS outright. At the very least, we'll try it out. Yeah, I think when I was running my calculators when I made this setup, I did not account for Oath Plate. Oh, 24 health. You know, we're not like speed running or anything right now, so I'm just gonna eat up and, you know, not die to one mistake. Yeah, I'll check that out after this trip, I suppose. This might end up being a very short trip just because I took 10 million damage in that case, see? Oops. Oh! That's just rude, bro. You know, I feel like I know enough on how to do the fight here that, like, it's, like, good enough, and I can't be bothered to, like, look up a guide or something to, like, more proficiently do this. I'm just kind of like, yeah, whatever, man. I clicked on the... Oh, man, I clicked on the leg right there. Alrighty. I might actually need a rearrange pot here. 70 U-logs, oh boy. Oh, what am I doing, bro? $14 health. There we go. You know what? Let's go ahead. Yeah, let's just go ahead and bank now. Let's try out that oak plate. So I'll just keep the preserve on, it's fine. Let's run the calcs real quick. DPS calc. Araxor. So we want our Scython Crush. We want to be super combated and use Piety. Compare that to Oath Plate. Chest and legs. Scython Slash. The Oath Plate is not as good. But it's... actually, all are... well, yeah, like... you know what? We'll just use it for fun anyways, though. And it is better claw spec, so... 18 out of 22 of the tasks completed so far. For this last trip, 4 to go, we're going to swap to the Oath Plate, top, and legs. Now, this is actually worse DPS by about 0.2 compared to the Inquisitor's top and Torva legs combo, switching my sight to slash here. But it does give better accuracy on the Dragon Claws. So I guess, you know, it's like a pros and cons situation. I just want to try it out, though. And yeah, we'll just finish out this task. Unfortunately, no noxious halberd pieces or any type of drop yet. Unfortunate. Oh, there's a scoreboard out here? How many times have I died to Araxor? 8 times. Oh, in and out. The sight slash sound is more satisfying anyways, in my opinion. 111 inventory is full, of course, of course. Let's make room. Super combat on the ground, some wild paws. Oh, what the heck? What was that pathing? Ooh. Oh, huge claw. That was a max, potentially. Inventory's full again. Classic. 120 monkfish. Was that always on the drop table? I don't really recall that. Dude, I didn't have piety on. I'm trolling, I'm trolling. One more KC to go. Oat flaxseed. Huge side swings. That was the final KC of the task. A 59-second nearly beat our PB again. Let's see what our final loot is. 6 Araxite Venoms. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go see what our next task is. Um... from gloves. Smoke Devils? Dude, why am I getting Smoke Devils task now? Yeah, I'm skipping this. I'm skipping this. You know, the thing is, like, if I continue to skip these, I will be pretty unlikely to get something like an Eternal Gem. That's the thing. I don't know. Well, that would be a little bit unfortunate, you know, but I feel like the Eternal Gem is like not even that high of a priority thing to get. It would just be like a nice quality of life, but I don't think it's like make or break. So I made my way to Kurdel, and I did end up picking up a Smoke Devil's task, in which we are now heading to Aya to skip it. It honestly feels illegal, something I shouldn't be doing, and I guess I do still need superiors to get a Eternal Gem, or have a chance of an Eternal Gem, but I don't know, I just can't bring myself to do it right now that we have the Imbued Heart. Anyways, from Aya, we picked up a Bear's task, so I guess we're heading to Artio. Off to Artio. The Enclave. I'm going to send my other account over there as well for a little scouting. Surely I've made the preset. I believe I have. We'll just use sharks, I suppose. Oh, we gotta be on ancients. There's a guy in full adamant. He has a whip, though? Hmm. Strange, strange. I'm gonna turn down the game sounds just a tiny bit here. I'm locked in for Artio right now. The Artio will not catch me off guard. Maybe. Some death runes, blighted restores. We'll put those in the bag, but honestly, it is a little unfortunate when you get a resource drop right at the start. I forgot who it was in the chat, but someone did tell me that Mage is probably better at Ardio than Range. Probably with the exception of the Web Weaver, that's probably the best in slot here. But I already have this set up, and I do think this is probably just a safer setup to use in case a PKer does come in and teleblock me. Just like hitting them back with the Bofa and being in actually mage defense. Probably much better chance at survivability than if I was in like ancestral top and bottoms or something, just made of paper. Although actually, you know, if I wore Virtus top and bottoms, I'd probably catch a freeze on whoever's coming in, like, and just get away like that. Oh boy, a rune pickaxe. Little story about these rune pickaxes. About a month ago, we had a clan bingo. Actually, it hasn't even been a full month yet. It's been less than a month. But yeah, we had a clan bingo weekend, and me and a teammate, we spent a lot of time going for a Void Waker piece. We spent many, many hours at Calvarion. And we spent so long there and went so dry, we were competing for who could get the most rune pickaxes. There were two different bingo tiles. There was a Void Waker piece, and then there was also like a dragon pickaxe. We didn't get either one for the longest time. Eventually, we did break the dry streak and get a dragon pickaxe, but we never got that Void Waker piece. I feel like we're absolutely flying through Ardio this time around for some reason. Ouch, didn't have Prey Mage on. Think of selling my melee gear to get the Eye of Ayak. Build bank up at Musper. I wonder how well it does at Muspa. That's interesting. I'm not too sure, to be honest. But it's not like a crazy investment, I don't think. I believe the Eye of Ayak might be under 100 mil now. Plus, you know, using a new weapon, something like that, a 3-tick mage weapon, like, it's always fun to use, and you do use them at different locations. I was told that it's actually really good at Zulrah as well. The only place I've really tested it out so far is in Theater of Blood, the raid. I have not taken it anywhere else yet. You know, the Eye of Ayak might be good here. At Ardia. But again, I just went over the reasoning why I prefer the range setup than the mage. Blighted anglerfish? You know, that's gonna take up so much room in my pouch, but I do kind of want those. I'm gonna eat one, though. Keep one in my inventory. Oh! Oh no, don't melee me. We don't have any blighted food. Like apparently we just ate it all. I guess RDO is kind of slow though, because we've been here for over 5 minutes already. Just going off of the Vine Pot timer, we're like 7 minutes here now, and we've only got 4 KC. I wonder if like a super low risk mage setup would be worth using, and then I can also just bring in some tank switches or something. Ow, I walked into that. Or I wonder how much the crystal helm would help. I mean, it's 2.5% more damage. But yeah, if we compare this to Calvarion, this is very slow. But this is like my safest route, I would think. Like I got good range with the Bofa as well. It's a 10 tile attack weapon. I'm in tanky gear. Let's see what the wiki page says. Although perhaps browsing the wiki right now is not the best time to do so. Yeah, the next best thing really is just the Bofa. It's Web Weaver, Crossbow, and then the Bofa. You know, at some point in the future, we're also gonna have to get more ice axe. We might have a lot more LMSing in our future, you know, because I think we can get blighted food in LMS as well. See, those blighted restores I put in the bag, I could really use them right now. Oh my god, I was looking at the wiki. Oh, Humble 5. I don't know if this just feels slower or if it's objectively slower than Calvarion. It's gotta be, like, objectively slower, right? I feel like I'm absolutely slapping it with the ink mace. Calvarion, that is. It's a lot of bear traps on the ground. You know, these bear traps don't even make sense. Why does the bear summon bear traps? Shouldn't it be summoning like human traps, you know? It doesn't make sense. Alright, if we don't get a restore drop here, as soon as we run, as soon as we're down to 1, I'm gonna bank, because I don't wanna be out here with no restores left, and then actually get caught, and then that's when things go wrong. Oh, you know what? If I do a mage setup, I can also risk an occult, because I have plenty of occults. Ouch. Oh, that's a misclick. Again, just going off of the divine timers. Did it melee me there? Just going off of the divine timers, we've used 2 doses, or we've used 3 doses, and we have 2 minutes left on the 3rd dose, so we've been here for, like, 13 minutes. And we've really only done 8 KC, 9 KC. Okay, I said I was gonna TP out. I'm gonna do 1 more KC here before I TP. So if we multiply this, right, like let's just round, let's just say we're on our 10th KC now, in 15 minutes. I guess that's 40 KC an hour. That's not terrible, I guess. It just feels slower than Calvarion. But it probably is, but like not as much as it feels like right now. I don't know. But I guess 40 KC an hour is not that bad. I don't know. I don't have anything to base it off of, though. But that seems decent. The wiki page says, like, the default is like 52 an hour, but I'm assuming that's like Webweaver and like a decent amount of risk. Oh my god, long arms much, bro? The reach was insane there. Holy. Okay, unless the boss wants to drop some restores right here, that'd be great. I'm not gonna repot here though. Let's see what the drop is first. And it's Chaos Runes. You know what? I think it's actually quicker if I just run out of here. Because, like, look, the Enclave is, like, right there. If I, like, seed potted, I'd have to go to the bank and then TP the Ferox again, and then, you know. All right, we should be good. Oh, you know what? This is gonna put us on exactly 100 RDOKC, so that's pretty cool. The bear's not even looking at me. You should make a YouTube short on the potion storage because I still don't have it and have no idea what it does. Probably good views with the newbies like you. Yeah, the noobs like you for sure, man. Yeah. Yeah, there's probably a lot of little things. A lot of ideas we could cook up. But yeah, I do highly recommend the potion storage. So good, man. So good. But yeah, as long as we don't get interrupted or anything, by the time we finish this, 100 RDOKC. Magic logs. You know, I guess we just, like, don't have that much RDOKC because we never actually, we never camped here, you know? We never stayed to farm the boss, really. We show up whenever we have a task. And I've tried staying here beyond the task, but, I mean, the last few times I've done this, like, a PK showed up. But I also do this at Calvarin as well. Like, I pick up a skeleton's task, and then I just stay for an entire inventory's worth, a whole trip. But, I mean, by now we're up to like, over 2,200 Calvarin KC. I honestly lost track of what our KC count is, but we have had multiple stints, multiple sessions at Calvarion over the years, actually. Like, the very first time I did Calvarion was probably, like, a long, long time ago. Oh, I didn't freeze it. Oh, I didn't put the staff on. See, okay, yeah, see, this is where the staff actually does help. Even though, like, this thing is very, very weak to magic or whatever. More magic logs. Was that back to back? I think that was back to back. You know, the annoying thing about this wildy grind right now is that I have to place my other account outside. I kind of want to get started on some skilling grinds on the other account, but I can't if I'm constantly going back into the wildy and using it as a scout. And I don't want to bond a third account just to be a wildy scout. The fact that, like, you almost have to use a scout account for the wildy is honestly kind of annoying. I could probably get away with not using one at all, but it would just be, like, a huge time waste. Because I think, like, half the time, like, when a PKer sees a scout, it already, like, decentivizes them from, de-incentivize? Yeah, I don't know. It already dissuades them, there we go, from like, coming in. Like, half the time I see a PKer hop worlds, they see my account there, they don't come in. But I bet you if I didn't have a scout, they would check the room, see someone in there, jump in here. And even if I get away most of the times, that's just like added time waste. Think big numbers. Thank you. Too busy yapping here. Took a bit of damage. Oh, I would have received an elite clue. Okay. Oh my god, I was glancing over at the chat right there. Yeah, I think like what I would like to do on the other account is just park myself at Varlamore and do the thieving. You know, with that account, I just walked into a bear trap. With that account, I really don't know if I want to keep it on like account restrictions forever. For anybody that doesn't know, we have another account in the GIM group that we started playing like by now like 6 months ago. What's going on, Hutch? And we actually started a YouTube series with it. Which is also, I guess, like part of the reasoning, part of the motivation that I started streaming again, just because like I'm actually being a little active on like YouTube and Twitch and whatnot. But anyways, yeah, it's a 50 defense restricted account, and I don't know, I've done like a lot of things on it already over the last 6 months. Obviously, account progression was heavily accelerated by being in the same game group. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with that account right now, honestly. So I'm back on here. You know, there's things to do on this main account. For example, this Void Waker grind. And on that account, I actually have a lot of membership left. Slayer task or just killing for items? I am on a bear's task right now. It wasn't a very big task. It was a 17, so we just had 3 left. At some point in the future, though, I do think we're gonna be like off-task camping here. Because we're currently 0 out of 3 on the Void Waker pieces. So we still need to go to Ardio, Calvarion, and Spindle. $12,000 coins. We are almost done with this, though. I think I worked it out to where I'm doing about, like, 40 something KC an hour. Pretty low 40s for sure. If I was to actually camp here extensively. But, I mean, like I said, we're only on, like, a 17 KC task, so... At most, we've been here, or we're coming up on 30 minutes. Major attack. Alright, one more KC. It feels like a waste, but our Divine Pot is running out, and I'll have to sip another dose just for this one KC. But who knows how long the KC would take if I didn't pot up. Working on the final KC of this small bear's task right now, and satisfying enough, the way that has worked out, this is going to be RDO KC 100. Let's see if we can get lucky here. I mean, we've already been lucky. If you guys missed out on it, previously at RDO, we did pull the pet at a really, really low KC. I don't remember what number it was, maybe 29. But the game's doing a little bit of trolling because as good as the pet is, that is not the item or the drop we're after. One more hit, perhaps. There we go. Task completed. We get launched for good measure. There's some dark crabs and blighted karambas. Double supply drop, huh? Alright, I just grabbed as many things as I could, but let's not get chomped to death by the bear. Let's go see what our next task is. And I can log back out on the other account. I would like to close the looting bag, thank you. Alright, Karamja gloves and max cape. Oh my god. Alright, fresh off the bear's task, we finally got ourselves a massive Araxite task from Kirdel after who knows how long. So finally, we actually get to camp at Araxor for more than a couple of minutes at a time. Alright, let's get geared up for that. Oh my god. Finally. I cannot tell you how long ago it was that we got our Araxor task. Our Araxite task. Oh yeah, so I don't know if you were back in time for it or not, but I did end up using the oath plate setup for a little bit. It was pretty cool. One of my kills, I actually got a 59-second KC, which is actually just 1 second off the 58-second PB that we got like a little earlier in that trip. I'll use the oath plate again. Why not? I was saying how I like the sound of the slash better anyways. Also, I guess, you know what? One more thing before we actually head back to Araxor. We only have 41 dragon javelins. I would like to make more of those, actually. Dragon javelins. How do I make... Dude, how do you make javelins? Like... Bro, how do you make javelins? I actually don't know. Like logs and then javelin shafts? Right? Wait, shouldn't I have a bunch of javelin shafts? Do I really not have any? Wait, there's no way I don't have any. I must have dropped them or something at some point, if that's the case. Because, like, yeah, like, demonic gorillas drop a lot. Dude, what? Well, you know what? I know I have some on the other account. But dude, really? So since we finally got ourselves a big Araxite task, we're going to be there for a while. I might need more Dragon Javelins. I only have the 41 sitting in my inventory right now. I do, however, have like 17.5k Dragon Javelin heads. I was going through my bank looking for dragon, or not dragon, but javelin shafts, and evidently I don't have any on this account for some reason. I must have just dropped them or something a long time ago, because there's no way I wouldn't have any otherwise. Luckily enough, though, luckily enough, on our other account, before the whole Mocha grind, we were doing a whole lot of demonics, so that we would have a set of Zenite jewelry on this account as well. And it looks like if we search in the bank, we have 92,000 javelin shafts. So I'm going to go chuck those in the group storage right now. There's a whole bunch of other junk in here, but not relevant. Boom! Oh my god, Gim! Alright, we've taken the 92,000 javelin shafts out of group storage. And I guess let's make some more javelin heads. This is how you do it, right? Yep, okay, cool. We'll just make a couple hundred of those, and then we'll be ready. Dude, this game's too easy, bro. Stuff just shows up in the group storage. Full context. Everything in the group storage is actually mine. I have no teammates. I am my own teammate. I, uh... Oh, wow, you make 15 at a time, so this racks up pretty quickly. Good thing we had a second stint at Demonics to get a whole second set of Zenite jewelry. You know, this is actually pretty quick, so let's just get up to 1,000 real quick. Is this actually good fletching XP? 225? Where do I get Dragon Javelin heads from? Rune Dragons, but it's not like I've killed many Rune Dragons on this account. Why do I have so many? Where do they come from? Hydra, maybe? Where else do they come from? Ah, that's enough for now. Actually, do I use a Bellator? No way, right? No way, right? Bellator. Yeah, I do not. The DBS is way, way worse. Yeah, it's not like Araxor has a lot of defense anyways, so like... Dude, we barely have any extended anti-venoms. You know what, let's make some of those too. I think it's just the... I think it's just the Araxite Venom Sacs, and then the anti-venom pluses, right? Yeah. Wait. Hold on. We gotta be efficient here, guys. We gotta be efficient. Now we're ready. We're looking kind of goofy right now. Made my dragon javelin shafts. Now one more thing. Oh, actually they're just called dragon javelins. Made my dragon javelins. Now one more thing before we go. We got to top ourselves up with some extended anti-venom pluses. Luckily, we already had some anti-venom pluses in our inventory. And the Araxite Venom Sacks extend those bad boys. And they last for 6 minutes of anti-venom and 17 minutes of anti-poison. That's actually crazy. Let's do one more inventory. In fact, okay, more like 3/4 of an inventory, because apparently that's all we have. Also, I don't have very many Araxite sacks, which actually checks out because I've been saying we've rarely ever got an Araxite task. And I'm sure the last couple of times I did get one, I was probably starting to get pretty lazy on picking up all those sacks and stuff. We will get some sacks back, though, from the boss itself. Pretty sure we'll get more than we use. Pretty sure, anyways. Alright, anyways, let's gear back up. Araxor. I need to clean up my inventory setup plugin a little bit. It's getting a little messy. Like, there's been some stuff that I've, like, made, like, on the fly or temporarily. I should start using some of the teleports, actually. I probably have a decent amount. Nah, but we'll just run there for this first one. You know, I'm almost tempted to use Bracelet of Slaughters, but in theory, we should be seeing Araxite tasks pretty often. It has not been the case for us. That's not been true for us personally so far, but I'm going to trust that things are going to start evening out and we're going to start seeing this task a bit more often. I think that guy's wearing Oak Plate too, huh? He's got an Eldermaw? I'm on Ancients. That's the second time today where I forgot to swap both spellbooks, so I had to use the max cape. Oh, that's a wasted death charge because I didn't even spec. Oops. Now we'll see how fun Araxor is after this lengthy task here, but I did say earlier that I do find Araxor fun. But we'll see after over 200 KC. And I wonder how long that's going to take, actually. What's the Araxor KC an hour? I feel like it's got to be pretty high, right? Because, like, the average KC time is not that high. It's definitely less than 2 minutes. It's probably less than 1:30 for us on average. Yeah, like that was a 119. Oh boy, so many U-logs. You know, I could start using my other account for like I'd be kind of like a main. I could like resupply myself and stuff like that, but I don't know if it's really worth the effort, honestly. Wait. I should set my sights on Crush here because I'm actually wearing the ink top. I just like re-geared with the setup. From the inventory setup, so I'm actually not wearing oak plate right now. Oh, I ran into that dude. I'm trolling. Oh my god, I'm trolling. This is about to be like a 2kc trip because I'm just gonna take 10,000 damage. Oh, I forgot the range bot, so now this thing's not even... Oh my god. Nobody panic. I know how to do this, boss. I swear. We're just gonna safe up though. Nobody panic. There goes like half my food for the one kill. Oh boy, 2 dragon maces? I don't know if I like blowpipe at TOA. This man just regularly ignores all the swarms, I guess. Dude, what did I even click on right there? Sometimes you play with the account chat filter plugin. It's so funny that it exists. Oh, supply drop. Okay, you know, now that there are like stackable clues, I do feel like a little bit more motivated to do clues. Not that I've really done anything besides easy clues in the last couple of weeks, but like at least like now I know I can do like a full session of something, and just because I get a clue isn't like a do or die situation type thing, like where like I either do the clue or I just don't get to at all. Like they are stackable now. Which I'm wondering actually, like how many elite clues can I stack at the moment? Probably only like 2 or 3 because you know I'm not a clue doer, so I probably didn't even meet that threshold or whatever. Oh, I thought I was about to do the attack right there. So I think standing here, I can just ignore this green acidic araxite. Ouch. Yeah, and then I can kind of just ignore them, honestly. Or I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. That actually kind of hurt right there. Ooh, supply drop. Thank you. Much needed, as I'm just absolutely trolling. Oh, I don't have preserve on. I definitely want to keep preserve on for that range pot. I think I can safely say, like, you can assume you can do, like, 50 Araxor an hour. Without, like, really sweating it out or anything either. Maybe a tiny bit under. Also depends if you use TPs or not, the teleport scrolls, because that is a pretty significant time save, I'd say. Yeah, maybe like high 40s realistically, is my guess. And obviously I'm saying this like pretty casually too, like nothing crazy. Cause I'm gonna say that like it's like about a 115-ish on average per KC, and then you gotta account for like banking. So like mid to high 40s. Ooh. Oh god. I'm meeting. I'm not dying. Oh dude, I'm 100% spec, bro. Bro, I know how to do this boss, I swear. I wonder how long I haven't had a thrall summoned. I don't know why I keep forgetting that the green spider makes it so Araxor does that special. I think it's because like the other ones you can react pretty easily. But this one is just like, oh, well, that's happening. And I'm way out of position. So like right here, I was prepared for it, right? I'm just gonna bank here. Alright, let's re-gear. Or resupply. Oh, let's switch to oath plate. Thank you very much. Rombwans. Thank you, thank you. Alright, mildly interesting thing, I suppose. I recently made 2 videos. One was mocha items in Theater of Blood, and the other one was mocha items in the Chambers of Xerix. And the Chambers one was uploaded first, and then the Tob one the next day. But I think Tob is just a lot more like popular thing on YouTube. Like people look up Tob a lot more. I mean, there's a lot of factors as to why, like, maybe there's like a disparity between the 2 videos, but yeah, the top video is doing really good. Uploaded just yesterday, has 1.4K views. The Chambers video 2 days ago, 139. I guess top content is always. I think like the people that enjoy Tob, there's a subsect of them or something that like are like, yeah, the Tob is all I do. So like when they're not playing, they're looking at Tob content. I don't know. It's also possible that my channel does have a bit of a following that's like mostly centered around Tob content. Because obviously I have uploaded a lot of hard mode Tob videos, like just like VODs. Like even before I was doing like the GIM videos and like all these other types of videos. You know, when we got hard mode Tob PBs, like I would upload the VODs and stuff. So it's possible like there is like still like a group of people that get my YouTube channel recommended and they're like focused on Tob stuff. But it's not like I haven't uploaded Chambers videos either though. I should have used this search bot earlier. Oh, it's coming back to me now, actually. I can, instead of going around the corner like this, turning the corner on Araxor, I can actually just step back so that that green one doesn't ever see me. The Empty Nest, hello, how's it going? 1200 pure essence, I didn't even know this was on the drop table. Resummon or throw? I think I should save the Claw Spec for Enrage phase to be fair, but it's fine. Okay, I'm like very loosely following along the conversation in this clan chat right now. I don't know, just like the conversation could have been cut short. Like, why would you even mention an unpotted stat during a raid? That's just my 2 cents. It's like such a long-winded conversation that could have just been shortened. Ooh. What is the plugin that lets monsters also disappear when almost disappear when killing them like immediately? Entity hider, and then there's several configurations in Entity Hider that you can turn on. You can hide other people, you can hide your friends, you can hide yourself. But one of them is hide dead NPCs, and that's what I have turned on. I'll type it out to Entity Hider. Yes, I think there's like several other plugins too that maybe like make it even better. Like if you have them highlighted, I think like they can like change the color of the highlight or something. But yeah, this one just like makes them disappear. But there's a lot of fancy plugins these days, I suppose. Works for me. Oh, that was a poison down. I think I'm just gonna run over here. Oh, you know what, dude? For this entire trip, my site has still been on Crush, but now I put on Oak Plate. Dude, what am I doing? Like I noticed right there, I was like, man, my DPS is kind of cheeks right now. And then like the audio cue occurred to me. I was like, my site is on Crush. Dude, I'm telling you, whenever I'm streaming, like IQ just goes into the negatives. And it's not just a RuneScape exclusive thing too. Like, and everything I've done whenever I stream, just a lot of stupid things happen. And I swear it's like not even intentional. I think it's just because like I'm like constantly like trying to think of things to say, maybe responding to people, like glancing at other stuff. I don't know. Just not like it's the opposite of locked in, you know. Which is also why I guess like if I'm ever actually a little bit more quiet during the stream, I'm either accidentally muted or I'm actually like really focused or something. I'm not potted. Dude, I clicked that potion thinking it was my surge pot. What am I doing? In my defense, like, okay, I don't know what it looks like on stream, but these two, the extended anti-venom plus and the surge pot are very similar, especially when it comes down to a one dose like that. But also, I did place them at separate, like complete separate parts of the inventory, so that's on me, honestly. Yeah, I've made this joke in the past, but like, Like, what if RuneScape potions are how you discover that you're colorblind or like partially colorblind? But it also could just be I do have my blue light filter cranked up pretty high on my monitor. So everything is a bit more mellowed out, I guess. Yellow screen. Bro, surely you play with like blue light filter on too, right? Like obviously you can adjust the strength of it and stuff. Oh yeah, like I there was like this like pretty I think he's like a relatively well-known PVM or like he's like one of like those giga crack people, and like people were like, why does this guy have his blood fury and torture highlighted or whatever, right? Like something like that. And it was because like the blood fury looks exactly the same as like the other amulet. So then like and he's like actually like kind of like partially colorblind, so he actually needed to highlight it. And I was just like, you know what, you're right. That is BS, bro. Like it just looks exactly the same. Like it's only differentiated by like a slight color, but like the look of the amulet is exactly the same. Dude, yeah, like whenever I come across like a screen or like even when my like settings reset for some reason and like blue light filter is not on in the slightest, I'm like this legitimately hurts my eyes. Like I don't know how anybody like uses a monitor without like even a little bit of blue light filter, honestly. Went to Best Buy the other day and was flash banged by TVs. I'm gonna eat here because I really don't want to die, and that would be really silly. I'm also probably just gonna bank here. Thank you very much. See, this is good. We can really just get comfortable into this grind here, you know? Instead of hopping around to like different locations and stuff, like which is fun sometimes, but I honestly outside of Mocha, obviously, um before that I've been jumping around a lot of different content. I mean, going back to our clan bingo last month too, like obviously I was jumping around to a lot of different content then too. Except for the part where I spent like 16 hours at Calvarion and got nothing but a dragon pickaxe. But yeah, okay, right now I put the extended anti-venom and the surge potion next to each other. I can tell that the surge potion is like a slightly darker shade, but like if I'm just like like not even like directly looking at it, like just peripheral vision real quick, like while I'm like focusing on fighting a boss and stuff, I can see how I could get that mixed up. Like the surge potion is an ever so slightly darker shade. At least on my monitor. I don't know what it looks like on stream. Maybe like the contrast is much, much more apparent. You know, the timing of the start is a little weird. I feel like the tiles don't really help me. I wonder if they're like 4-tick tiles or something. Dude, oh my god. I thought I clicked on my uh heavy ballista, but I must have dragged it. A 100 raw sharks. I actually like that. Good drop. Appreciate it. Gonna resummon our thrall and search bot. You know, if I was a super rich main, I would love to just camp a Blood Fury here, honestly. I do have a Blood Fury. It has a whopping 800 charges in it. Which, in combination with a Scythe, is not going to last very long. So we're going to be getting a lot of Slayer XP from this task, too. Honestly, it makes more sense to put my Surge Pot near the top of my inventory and the Anti-Venom near the bottom, because it's not like I have to click on the Anti-Venom as often. How much damage can I take on a boss that shouldn't really be damaging you at all? A lot. I mean, there is chip damage though, but still. I should really only be taking the chip damage, you know? Yeah, you know, funny thing about the scythe, having the scythe for Araxor, is that I did pull my scythe around the time Araxor came out. I think first week of Araxor, first 1 or 2 weeks, I didn't have the scythe, and I was here with a Dragon Hunter Lance on Crush, and it was so miserable. But luckily, went to do some Tob, and that was roughly around the time I pulled my scythe. And then I was able to grind out a Raxor for my Fang. Ow. Literally only want the Raxor head for the helmet. You know, I'm pretty sure I got a few Raxor heads. Yeah, that helmet does look pretty cool. I guess I'll worry about making one if I pull the pet. Speaking of the pet, I'm very reluctant to actually destroy loot for the pet. I mean, like, dude, the concept of destroying loot? What do you mean? That just sounds crazy to me. So yeah, hopefully I just end up pulling the pet normally. That would be the most ideal situation. You know what? Maybe RNG is gonna work in some funky ways here because still only have one noxious halberd piece. And my pet RNG has been pretty good recently. It is 2 HP. Oh, I think that was a Thrall finish right there. Very nice. Oh, some sharks. Oh, huge claw. Holy. Isn't that always the case for Ironman? I guess so, but you know, there's also non-Ironman that just hoard everything too. You know, Ironman is a game mode, obviously, but it's also just kind of a mindset in general. Technically, all these account game modes we have in this game, like, you can do it on a normal account. It's just kind of like willpower and self-discipline. I say this as, you know, obviously I'm playing on an actual Ironman account. So yeah. Yeah, we've kind of had this conversation roughly before on the channel here, where it's like the whole like game mode concept in here is a little weird and technically unnecessary. And then like when first Iron Man like came out and hardcore, like those things are simple enough and made sense. But then when we get into like Ultimate Iron Man and then Group Iron Man, and especially the unranked Group Iron Man, that's when like it's just like, what are we doing here? And obviously I'm saying this as a Group Iron Man myself. I'm just like what is going on? And then I don't know how how much traction this really has. But considering the game just had a Bronze Man mode event type thing, like I wonder if one day that's gonna be like an official game mode. Because the thing is like you know, there's plenty of people in this game that play like accounts with like certain restrictions, like chunk accounts. 1D like pure accounts, right? Like 1 defense, fit 13 defense, 45, whatever. Like people have their own self-imposed restrictions. In fact, I think I have a clanmate right now that plays an account where they like can only use untradeable things. So like a fighter torso as an example. But like I guess my point I'm making is just like, where do they draw the line to where they decide to make something an official game mode versus just something like that people are gonna like self-impose? It's starting to seem like very arbitrary, you know? It's like, and then like it just makes you go, oh, why is this an official game mode, but this isn't? Um, okay. So that was another trip done. Yeah, we're closing in on 900 KC already. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a group Ironman, but like group Ironman is it's pretty confusing in itself. Like again, it's something that can easily be done just with like a group of friends on normal accounts, but and it's only made worse by the fact that unranked group Ironman exists, and yeah, I don't know. Like I don't think unranked should have existed. Like I think like you can leave the group and become a normal account, like by all means, sure, like the Iron. But like I don't think you should be able to like leave the group, keep your items, and join another group. Oh, we gotta move over here. $106 maybe? Wow. Eternal clock? Insane. Internal clock insane. I said 106 maybe and got a 106. Yeah, because like in my head right there, I was like, you know, this feels like a decently fast one, but probably not so fast enough that's a sub one. So I just thought to myself, I was like, you know what, we've been getting like 118s, 116s. So it's like a little bit faster than that. Ooh. Okay. Oh, I got a re-range pot here. I don't think a divine range is worth using. It just seems expensive to like divine range pot just so that you could one-shot the eggs here. A light flash before my eyes right there. I don't know how much damage it does, like if you're standing directly on top of it. Like, does it one-shot me? We got ourselves a U seed. Forgot the death charge. Alright, so for this rotation, we stay here until it does that little attack right there. Yep, that AoE attack. Then we start swinging our sights and making our way over to the third egg. This is probably the rotation I'm most comfortable in. Like, it's just very simple. So the red spider spawns. We lure it to explode on top of Araxor. Now we're good, and we're going to be in enrage phase shortly. We just dodge again. I was slow there, took a 7. That's okay. That was a pretty big claw spec. Never pay attention to rotations, to be honest. Maybe I should. Yeah, it helps a little bit. There is one rotation that I'm just, like, very bad with. Especially when I'm not actively paying attention. But all you really gotta do is, like, look at the first egg, to be honest. I'm so bad with this, like, I always get mage attacked, or that's a mage attack, right? It's not range. I always get hit by that, just because I, like, step away too quickly. Or at the wrong time. Yeah, see, this is the one where I'm, like, not really prepared for. Luckily I was able to react right there, but ideally I would have wanted to send that line of acid to the corner here instead of straight down the middle like that. Yeah, so like that line of acid is very much out the way. We're about to be 100% spec here, so let's just use our spec. That was a misclick, that was unfortunate. And that's another KC. I don't know. I'm kind of just doing the boss off of memory and these tiles I have on the ground from like whenever Araxor was released. How long has Araxor been out now? Has it been 2 years? I think it came out like just before Varlamore, right? Has Varlamore been out for 2 years? It's all a blur, dude. At least 1 year because you made an Araxor bowl in real life. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, Halloween. Oh, we're not potted. I'm gonna get hit. Oops. $891. 180 blood runes. You know, I'm gonna pull up the wiki for Araxor right now and look at the drop table because I'm very curious. There's a 1 in 150 chance of rolling the unique drop table. Yeah, and the 3 noxious halberd pieces are 1 in 200 each. And the fang is a 1 in 600. So because there are 4 items on the drop table, it's effectively a... Oh, and the way the noxious halberd works is that you can't get a dupe noxious halberd piece until you've finished 1 noxious halberd. So I believe we have the blade. Is the piece we have? Okay, it's actually kind of not worth just clawing at this point. I personally don't use Stream Elements. I just use the Streamlabs, so can't help you in regards to Stream Elements. Oh, supply drop. Very nice. Also, I'm just so out of the loop on all that stuff. Like, honestly, like, when I started making YouTube videos again on like, OSRS specifically, and then I was like, you know what? We can stream now, too. I just rebooted my stream, like, my old settings and all of that. The only difference is I bumped up my stream quality a little bit because I do have better internet now. Other than that, like, I didn't change my overlays. I didn't do any of that. Like, it might be time to do that soon, like a little update, but right now everything works. I think anyways, everything works, so it's good enough for now. I do need to update like some emotes and stuff like that. That would probably be pretty high on the priority list. I swear I clicked. I really thought I clicked on my ballista there, but you know, I guess not. $893. Resummon our thrall. I think this has been a pretty lengthy trip, I think. Mostly just thanks to, like, having supply drops, because I definitely have not been, like, super locked in. Probably taking a lot of damage. Oops. I don't know why I walked there. Decently fast, I think. 108. Yep. You know, I think these tiles confuse me. I'm just gonna do exactly what I did just there. Like, I'm just gonna sight and have it hit me, and then once it hits me, I run one tile. I've been trying to follow the tiles, and yeah, it kind of throws me off more than anything. But when I do what I just did there, it seems like I make it over here in time without missing hits too. Could probably snag another KC before we dip here, as long as we don't catastrophically mess up. When did we even get there? More raw sharks. Okay, cool. I'll be taking those. Okay, once it does that little AoE attack, there we go. Move our way over. Yeah, I like Araxor. Like, you know, you hit big with the scythe. Obviously, having the scythe is a huge factor as to why this is, like, actually pretty fun. But it's, like, engaging enough, but not so intense where it's, like, you're sweating here. And for whatever reason, the strength multiplier here is just insane, bro. Like, the EXP drops we're getting here, crazy. Alright, last KC of the trip. 80 nature runes. And back we go. Running the wrong way. We'll be hitting 900 KC on this trip. We'll search pot as early as we can. Dude, no way it ragged my safe spot tile. But yeah, I think when it's a green spider star, I think you can actually just ignore it entirely. Supply drop to start us off with. Just a little unfortunate because in this room, it doesn't seem like items last for a very long time either. Make sure we death charge and make sure we resummon our thrall. Oops. Uh-oh. Ouch. Very nice. Some adamant ore. I don't think we're in exactly a short supply of those, or adamant bars for that matter, but I mean, they're always good to have. They're used for our ruby bolts. Okay, so if we execute this properly, we can just ignore that green one for the entirety of this thing. So what we're going to have to do here is we're going to dodge. In fact, it doesn't even look like we really have to. We're going to get rid of the white one, the mirror back when it spawned. Boom, there we go. Back onto the boss. We're going to stay here because it'll potentially do... No, it didn't. So right here, we're going to step back instead. So we're still hidden away from the green one. And boom, there we go. Another 108. Is that back-to-back 108s? Oh boy, 15 bark. That's got to be the best drop here. What is the bark even used for? Does it have a use? Is it used for that armor? That swamp bark armor or whatever? And blood bark? Or is it just completely unrelated? Gotta repot here. Okay, at least I'm reacting to it now, but this is actually a safe spot from it, which is nice. Almost clicked on the wrong pot again, but there we go, search pot. Wait, did I get hit by that actually? I'm not sure. Oh! I got scared. I ate. But we finished it anyways. Well, that has crept up on us 900 KC. What are we gonna get here? Another supply drop. So I had to double check the wiki a little bit earlier because, you know, it's been quite a while since I've seen a drop. In fact, since we've been back to Araxor recently, we have not seen any drop. Well, apparently it's 1 in 150 to see any drop. Each of the Nox Halley pieces respectively are 1 in 200, and the Araxite Fang, which is used to make the Amulet of Rancor, is a 1 in 600. Another KC down. 199 left on task. Okay. Oh, these teleports are worth a lot. 110k for 3 of them? Holy. Oh, why am I not moving? Okay, I still got hit there. Alright, so I do have to move. This might have to be the last KC of the trip. Oh, back-to-back teleports. We're gonna be rich. Okay, I don't know why I just banked everything. You know what, let's just update our inventory setup to have the oath plate. This, I think I prefer this. If I had full Inquisitors or like Inquisitor's legs or something, that'd be a different story. I think the best in slot here is, well, at least it was. It could be different now with all the new gear and whatnot, like the Averni treads. But I think it was like some weird combination of Inquisitor's skirt and Torva top, or like the other way around, or something like that. Actually, it's probably not the other way around because I do have the Inquisitor's top and Torva legs combo. Inquisitor's legs is the OP one because it's the most expensive of the three items. Alright, that seems to check out, honestly. Makes sense to me. Oh, huge claw. Feeling pretty speedy. Feeling pretty speedy. 59 seconds. Okay. Oh my god, Dragon Mace on the ground. Yeah, racks are world records, probably something crazy. Got a rearrange bot. Yeah, that's how you do it. We just ignored the green one the entire time. Very nice. I do want my Karam one back before it despawns. Thank you. Surely we get a Noxious Halberd piece within this task, right? Surely? I think we're getting back into the groove of things now. I've worked out how to do this rotation. You know, I was really like putting all my faith in like the red spider and my claw spec finishing it off there. Put myself into a corner. 45 earth orbs. Okay, okay. We probably have a lot of GP sitting in battle staffs and orbs, but that's a whole process. I could trade them on over to my other account and get crafting EXP that way, I suppose. Okay, I completely messed up there, so I kind of just ate a hit there to get in position here. And what I want to do right here is actually walk forward so this red one gets baited out. Explodes on the green egg. Very nice. Stay clear of that, but once it's gone, move back over here. Gonna take a little reflect damage there, but that's okay. Only a couple of hits. Some death runes. It looks like Death Charge does work on the boss now, which is interesting. On release, like, it was very inconsistent. I don't think it actually worked on the boss itself for some reason. They probably fixed this a long time ago, but as I said, I haven't really been here extensively since. Alright, was definitely not paying attention there. Step back. Scythe is noodling a little bit here. Oh my god, the fourth egg spawned, yeah. Slowest one by far, I'd say. 134? Actually, no, we definitely had a slower one earlier. But slowest one by far while we were, like, actually not missing hits and stuff. We were really constantly swinging there and just not hitting big. Scythe with 9,000 charges left. Not the best execution there. I think we should be good for another KC. Oh, there goes another potential elite. Oh my goodness, a Max Claw. Beautiful. Oh, I moved way too early there. Oops. I'm gonna be stingy here and not repot my extended ante. Because this is the last KC of the trip anyways. I will, however, use the Surge Bot. Boom. 909. A U-Seed. It is honestly a bit sad that we don't have a second Noxious Halley piece yet. Can't deny that. Instantly Venomed. Classic, classic. You know, I'm thinking about the Eternal Gem, right? Because obviously Araxites are one of the best options, if not the best, for superiors. The thing is, though, like, with the stage we're at now, it's just like the Imbued Heart. We really have to go out of our way to snag an Eternal Gem. And in turn make it the Eternal Ring. But, like, it's like, by the time we get one, though, we'd have, like, little to no use for it, right? Like, am I tripping? It's just kind of a shame that, like, I don't know. It's like, it would really be nice to get one, but, like, I feel like I couldn't justify, like, the time spent to go get one when there's just so many other things I could be doing. And plus, it would just be, like, back to, like, the same... Oh, God. Dude, let me click on the mirror back. Did I Huh? Okay. Oh my God, bro. I'm talking about the Eternal Gem. Well, there goes like 3/4 of my inventory. Dude, you know, I must have just been losing it there. Like I thought I was like javeling the I thought I was ballistaing the thing there is, but I guess I wasn't range potted, so I couldn't one shot it. I mean, will I though? Because like when I do Slayer now, I think I'm on the bossing. I don't have much of a reason to do like a normal Slayer task to get superiors now. Like for example, right now I'm doing a Raxor instead of a Raxite. I really just like used all my food. And I just got here. Hopefully we get a supply drop or two. Araxites, while after a white Rancor upgrade is a really fun task. Yeah, but then like at that point the only reason I'd be doing Araxites is I don't know. I just don't see like why would I be doing regular Araxites though, you know what I mean? That's my line of thinking. Death charge. Thrall. Here we go. Oops. Alright, this is gonna be a short trip, unless... Nope, no supply drip there. Yeah, I just messed up on the first one, like, so catastrophically that, yeah, I'm just gonna bank real quick and head back there. Oh, that guy has the Arcan Blade. Apparently that thing is actually pretty good. I know I could bring 4-dose surge pots, but apparently the 3-dose is like a sweet spot. Like, I haven't actually stayed long enough on a trip to warrant a 4th one yet, so. Like, at most, these have been 10, 15-minute trips. Oh, I'm running the wrong way. $913 KC. Who's online right now? Just checking to see if there's any potential, perhaps, theater of blood action going on. That guy has full Inquisitors. I want it. Gotta go in 10 minutes, unfortunately. Alright. Well, you know, I'll be here doing my Araxor task. You know, the last few times I've been doing Tob, I've been doing a lot of just regular Tob slash like learner Tobs, and you know, that's fine and all, but I would really like to get some like speedy. Well, that's a shame I didn't get to the safe spot in time. I would really like to try some speedy hard mode Tobs again, get some more sub 15s, which are probably a lot easier now, thanks to all the upgrades. I'm gonna have to get rid of that. I'm fairly certain now if we just simply, like, don't die. Crazy concept, I know, not to die. Like, we just get a sub 15, honestly, like, with, like, decent RNG. Speaking of not dying, you know, I'm trying not to die right now. Shorks. I don't have room for it, unfortunately. Let's take a little stroll to the other side of the room. Alright, this time around, we wait for it to proc and then we move. Last time we had this rotation, I accidentally just moved way too early. I should probably make use of my surge pot here. Yeah, you know what? I feel like with the oath plate now, we could like just accidentally do a red skip. Like just just the most scuffed red skip attempt, and it probably still works. our way back over here. Death charge. Okay, I instinctively did that step under there because usually the timing works out to where I step under sight and it auto-pass me, but my sight was on cooldown right there, so just walked in and took... Oh, I didn't rigger. Oh, what the... Wait, how did it just die right there? I have no idea. It was standing behind me. Looked like it anyways. Oh! Okay. Well, 916 KC. We got a drop. Not a Noxious Halberd piece or even an Araxite Fang. Instead, we got our 4th Araxite head. I'm actually not too sure how many of these Araxite heads are from the boss itself versus some of them being from the regular Araxites. Oh my god, I wasn't ready. I was too busy yapping. What, the Araxite heads? Oh my god, the poison is everywhere. Help, I'm drowning. Oh, good thing I decided to eat earlier because I would have been dead right there. World's cleanest Araxor KC right here. This, you know what? This is going to result in a halberd piece right here. Boom. You know what? I deserve the call. It's only fitting. The game knows, the game knows. Araxor's actually Santa Claus. Oh my... Dude, that 56 on the big scythe hit splat? Oh man, that is crazy to see. Can you imagine if we got like an actual genuine scythe max hit? Right here, like it would be a crazy number. Like I wonder what the max hit actually is. Okay, I gotta remember to use the surge potion. Like I just pretty much have to use them on cooldown, so like comes back up quicker. But I'm definitely not using them off of cooldown right now. Alright, in the interest of saving my health, I'm gonna do that to get rid of the mirror back. And then equip my quiver, so I want my dragon javelin back. Thank you very much. More antidotes. Yeah, what was our starting KC today? Well, I guess I could find out by... Oh, we had a 22 spiders task, that's right. Okay. Did a bit of the yapping once again. We had a 22 spiders task, and we also started this at 234. So we've done like 70 Araxor just about today. Already. Not too bad. Yeah, I think we did the spiders task at Araxor, and then we had the RDO task, I believe. I think that was like the only two things we've done today so far. 22 Araxor into 17 RDO. Okay, same thing here. I'm trying not to damage myself here, so get rid of that. I honestly can't believe we have as much strength EXP as we do, and same thing with the range EXP, like 133 mil range EXP, 148 mil strength EXP. Like it just keeps racking up the number. Okay, I don't actually know if I needed to resummon the thrall there, but I did so anyways. This is looking like the last KC of the trip, to be honest. Bro, those poison splats are so rude, man. So rude. Also, I'm going to stand here now so that I can actually dodge. Boom. Calculated. Step back. Final swing. Dude, come on. See, I didn't even bother to dodge there because like I thought that was going to be it, you know? That was like, what, 12 HP or something? All zeros on the side. Alright, that's one trip. Or another trip, rather. I don't know how many trips we've done so far. Quick bathroom break. Alrighty. To be honest, I'm probably going to do a couple more trips here, and then we may have to call it soon. We've been putting in an insane amount of hours. When Mocha first came out, and honestly, during those first 2 weeks of Mocha, and even like I think like 2 3 days after that, I think we were streaming like 14 16 hours a day. uh, yeah, we're gonna try to find a bit better of a balance now that we're done with that. Until the next crazy update, and then we get sucked into the grind again. But yeah, you know what? Couple more trips here. Let's see if we can snag our second Noxious Halberd piece. You know what? Maybe the luck will turn around and we get both of the missing Halberd pieces within the next couple of KCs. I'm actually like not too annoyed about it, but it is a little ridiculous that we're now up to 920 KC with only just one Halberd piece. Luckily though, the Halberd's honestly a very, very niche thing, so that it's not too big of a deal that we're missing it at the moment, but I would very much like to have it now. I think it's gonna work in my favor. I'm gonna make good use of it at several locations now that I'm planning on doing combat achievements in the future. I think the Coliseum is gonna help a lot, and the Inferno, the melee combat task. Oh, poor pathing. A little spooky. Search bot. Scythe is hitting very big right now. Very large. Enormous. Big number good right now. 109. Come on, more coal? Oh, that was a misclick. So I believe that 28 max hit there was the second hit splat. So what is it, like 56, 28, 14? Is that a 98? Am I doing that math right? 56, 14, that's 70, and then 94, right? Wait, was it a 24 or 28? I don't remember. If it's a 28, then it's 98. If it was a 24, then it was a 94 max hit. Oh, I think it is a, I think it is a 98. Yeah, it was a 28. Yeah, 14, 28, 56. Sheesh. That's unfortunate. Uh-oh. I misclicked super hard there. Like I ran so far left when I didn't mean to do that. Oh, Max Claw. Beautiful. Can I get a max sight though? That's gonna be a sight to see. Dodge it. Dude, how is it that tile is getting ragged again? Unfortunate. Not the reflect damage. $134. Just not hitting very big right there, I suppose. I think we got a re-range pot here to make sure we one-shot with our ballista. Resummon our thrall, death charge, we gotta get everything going. Our anti-venom as well, yep. Quite literally everything. What the? That is not where I wanted to go. Now I've backed myself in a corner. Our thrall's not? I guess we never summoned our thrall. Oh, ouch. Ow. A little sketchy for one more KC, especially if we do exactly what we just did. So we're gonna do one more KC here, but we gotta lock in. We gotta lock in. That is what you call not being locked in. I almost didn't dodge that again. Ah, 16 mil? Rip AGS? Hello? No one's reacting to that? Maybe I'm missing something? Question mark? Maybe I'm the one missing something here because Frank just lost 16 mil. All right. Surge Potion, 4 Prayer Pots, Kurwambwans. It's kind of funny. I actually have more anglerfish than Kurwambwans right now, cooked anyways. I have like, I think I have like 15, 16k uncooked Kurwambwans, raw Kurwambwans. And I have like just under 7,000 anglerfish, I think. I spent a lot of time AFKing on this account when I was playing on the other one. Did a whole lot of fishing, did a whole lot of amethyst mining, even some wood cutting for more redwood logs. There was like a clan skill of the week, so I just spent an entire week chopping redwoods. What else have I done, really? Well, evidently, I didn't spend enough time cooking the food that I fished because I have a lot of raw ones just sitting in the bank. Hello, it's going okay. You know, we finally got ourselves an Iraq site task, which is like a long time coming. We haven't had one forever, so having fun with the Raxor at the moment. Oh, we messed up. That's okay. We can salvage it. Very nice. One more scythe swing. Okay, that's a baby scythe swing. It still procs the enrage phase though, which is good. Ouch. That is a claw scratch. I did not. Oh my! I did not mean to walk right there. What? Did my control key get stuck or something? What happened there, dude? I don't think I had it down. Fighting for my life. Jeez. Yeah, I don't think I control clicked right there. Maybe I either misclicked a tile or yeah, my control key got stuck or something. That was weird. That charge? Hmm. I don't know what I was looking at, but I was not prepared for that red spider right there. Just lost in the sauce. Couple more swings here to get into enrage. That one should do it. Big side swing. Claws right here. Huh. Need to resummon our claws. Okay, a 9 is not a very big hit. Let's get some big hits now, shall we? Scythe is noodle. The scythe is noodling. Oh my goodness, a 1? Okay. Hello, scythe? Holy. That was quite unfortunate right there. Ouch. Oh my goodness, we're just taking damage left and right. This is going to be a short trip. My dragon javelin. This is going so poorly. This is the worst trip. Isn't this like my third KC right now? Oh my god, we're smited. Nobody panic. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you know, we're just unless we get a food supply right here. Yeah, we're TPing out. 3 KC trip, let's go. So I was reading a YouTube comment there, and it was one of those comments where it's just a wall of text. It's a wall of text. So it's just like you really gotta carefully read it because you know, like there might not be punctuation in there or something. Alrighty, let's try to get a decent trip in, shall we? Perhaps more than 3 KC and not take 10,000 damage. Oh, we've been seeing this guy here for the last couple hours. Oh man, the Battlefield 6 beta is over. I mean, I think there's a week 2, but like, I think there's like a little bit of downtime in between. We've been playing some Battlefield 6 in the open beta recently. I haven't really played shooter games in, at this point, like years now. 100% a washed gamer when it comes to like shooter games these days, but yeah. Oh, we gotta. Oh my god, bro! What the heck? There goes half my health. I think I'll just place it down the middle here. But yeah, Battlefield 6 was fun. There's a lot going on though. Like, I mean, even being like someone that hasn't played shooter games in a while, I feel like in general it's just hard to see anything in that game. Rage me. That's more death runes. Open up with the claw spec. Another max claw. Jeez. Absolutely crazy. Hmm. I somehow dragged the boss into, like... Oh, I see. I see what happened. Yeah, I dragged the boss too far over. Yeah, like I was on this column of tiles, and that made the boss go one tile over, and I couldn't get it set up correctly. That was a 105. Decent. I mean, we did open up with the max claw spec. 116. 45 Earth Orbs. How much is this actually worth, like, them by itself? 25k GE value, 8.1k high alk value. Zero. Another zero? That should be illegal. Like on a Raxor with like such little defense? 2 zeros? I wanted to go for the claw spec there, but at this point I should just save it for the next KC. But once again, whenever the boss has barely any health left, my scythe just scales accordingly and does like no damage. It's like, what's that? The boss has 12 HP and my scythe regularly does like 50? I'm just gonna hit a 6 now. I suppose I wouldn't be shocked if during the enrage phase it did have like slightly better defense or something, I don't know. 106. Alright, we got one Karamwan left, so hopefully we do this KC relatively cleanly. I guess we have 78 health now because we have to redivine. Squeeze out one more KC here on the trip. Oh, I didn't even lure it over. Oops. Come this way, my good sir. Oh my god. Okay, I haven't had that happen before. Oh! Yeah, remember what I said about doing this clean? Oh my god, I just hit the egg. What the heck? I actually gotta get rid of that. No! Whew. Okay. 4 toad flax seeds. Oh boy. You know, the mocha grind actually did take a decent sizable chunk out of my brew storage here. We got 4.6k, 4.7k brews now. We used to be over 5,000 before Mocha. Actually, you know, I can very vividly remember one point in time I had like 7,000 brews. So I'm not really sure what happened. Maybe Nex is included in that. So yeah, obviously Nex did take out a lot of brews, but I haven't made any brews since I hit 99 Herblore like a long time ago. So yeah. And now, like weirdly enough, I'm 21.6 mil Herblore XP, but yeah, I have not made any more brews since hitting 99. And I'm sure I have a ton of toad flax, seeds and herbs alike. And I definitely have a lot of what are those things called? Bird's nest. Also, I have no idea why I just went to my portal nexus right there. Alrighty, I think this is gonna be the final trip for now. Decent chunk of progress in our task. Open up with the claws. Double claw, surge pot right away. Thralls and death charge. And the only thing I forgot to do was move and alert the boss over. So luckily, we still managed to alert over in time. Very nice. That felt fast. 102. That could have been quicker. Unfortunately, the boss was like 2 HP there or something like that. Something tiny, and I had to do one more slice swing. 8 wines of Zamorak. I feel like that's the first Zami wine drop we got all task. Oh, miscounted there. A 118. Wow, back-to-back Zamy wine drops just as I was saying that we hadn't seen them. I think we've had the same rotation 3 times in a row now. It probably has a tendency to do the same rotation. Kind of like Zolra. Surely one big side swing. All right. 0. One HP, Thrall finish. Thank you. Rune plate legs, a little bit of alch money. Yeah, we got the same rotation again. You know, I know it's an internet thing where everybody just calls like random people online kids. But I'm reading that comment. Joe, quit abusing those poor kids. We know damn well there's hardly anybody under the age of like 24 or 25 on this video game. like in fact, like it's a meme that half the player base is just those dads with 6 wives, 42 kids, and 69 jobs, and they only have 2 minutes every 2 weeks to play the game. If anything, Joe, please, they have a family. Oh my god, too busy yapping, messing up. Alright, probably one more here. We actually haven't had a supply drop in a while. We were getting a lot of those earlier. Like, I think we had a very long trip a little while ago. Another Max Claw. Sheesh. Okay, we got a different rotation of the eggs. Oh yeah, you know, really good. I'm gonna claw spec with 18 health here. I forgot to use the claws right there. Oh, I'm tempted to do another kill. One Karamba? You know, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. See, this is a little bit of a waste, though, like having to re-anti-venom just for this one KC. Oh my god, in just the session today, we've gained 180,000 Slayer EXP. We've gained 600k Strength EXP. What the heck? Holy. Also, that was a ginormous scythe swing to finish that KC right there. What are we getting? 45 orbs. Alrighty, let's get out of here. 159 on task. So on this task we did, exposing my bad math here, 75. Yes, that looks right. 75. Done 75 on task, plus the 22 from the spiders task earlier. So we've done almost 100 Araxor today. I'm probably going to continue doing a little bit of this off task. Why are there 10,000 people standing here? Is that Scott? Nope, that's not Scott. There's a couple of like recognizable names on this world that I play on. But yeah, anyways, I think I'm gonna call this stream here. You know, I just got some stuff to do. I'm gonna chill out a little bit. I'll probably continue doing this Araxor task off stream a little bit later. But yeah, put in a good session today. 4 hours of streaming, not the 16 we've been doing per day during Mocha or whatever. I know, huge difference. But yeah, take it easy. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Also, did upload a pretty lengthy GIM series video today, if anybody wants to check that out. Pretty big one. Well, yeah, take it easy. Have a good one. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.